Every day, every hour, and every minute, news break in Nigeria. Things happen so fast, it's most times difficult to track and comprehend them. But that's what we do right here on TV360. 2015, would you want to come back again?
It's like asking Jesus Christ if he knew he was going to die, will you want to come back as the savior of the world again?
We do not just help you track the stories, we break them down, explore all the angles, analyze the issues so that you can fully comprehend the stories and use them to make the right decisions. Hello and welcome to News Now. Nigeria's Minister of Health, Isaac Adewale, has confirmed that the death toll from the recent Lassa fever outbreak has now reached 40. Adewale also confirmed that the epidemic has now spread to 10 states since the case was first reported in November last year. The minister has also assured that the government is doing everything possible to contain the spread of the disease.
In the last 6 weeks, Nigeria has been experiencing Lassa fever outbreak, which so far has affected 10 states in the country. The states affected include Bauchi, Nasarawa, Niger, Taraba, Kano, Rivers, Edo, Plateau, Gombe, and Oyo states. The total number so far reported is 86 and 40 deaths, with a mortality rate of 45%. Our laboratories have confirmed 22 cases so far, indicative of a new round trip of Lassa fever outbreak. In response to these reported outbreaks, the Federal Ministry of Health, under my leadership, has taken the following measures to curtail further spread and reduce mortality among those affected. 1. Immediate release of adequate quantities of ribavirin, the specific antiviral drug for Lassa fever, to all the affected states for prompt and adequate treatment of cases. Deployment of rapid response teams from the ministry to all the affected states to assist in investigation and verifying the cases, as well as tracing all contacts. Clinicians and relevant healthcare workers have been sensitized and mobilized in areas of patient management and care in the affected states. Affected states have been advised to intensify awareness creation on the symptoms and signs, including preventive measures such as general hygiene. Furthermore, it is important to note that Nigeria has the capability to diagnose Lassa fever. All the cases reported so far were confirmed by our laboratories. However, due to the non-specific nature of Lassa fever symptoms and varied presentations, clinical diagnosis is often difficult and delayed, especially in the early course of the disease outbreak.
Former Secretary to the Government of the Nigerian Federation, Olufalaye, has admitted he received the sum of 100 million naira from the former chairman of the Board of Trustees of the People's Democratic Party, PDP, Tony Aneni, but he insists that he never knew that the money was meant for procurement of arms. Aneni had, in a letter to the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, said the former SGF was giving the sum of 100 million naira in the build-up to the 2015 presidential election. However, in an interview with the New Telegraph newspaper, Falaye admitted receiving the money but insisted that the money was purely an inter-party affair between the PDP and the Social Democratic Party, SDP, which he leads. He said the money was given to the SDP to effectively campaign for the PDP in the 2015 presidential election, and there was no way he could have known that the money was originally meant for arms procurement. The Supreme Court has affirmed the election of Abdulaziz Yari of the All Progressives Congress as governor of Zamfara State in the January 2nd, 2015 governorship elections. The People's Democratic Party PDP in Zamfara State and its candidate Mahmoud Shinkafi had challenged the decision of the Court of Appeal in Sokoto that upheld Yari's victory. Delivering the judgment, the Justice John Okoro-led panel of 6 justices dismissed their petition for lack of merit. Justice Okoro, having upheld the decision of the Court of Appeal delivered on November the 12th, 2015, also fined the appellants 100,000 naira in favor of the first and second respondents. The police in Bayelsa State have confirmed that the home of the Bayelsa State House of Assembly Speaker was bombed on Thursday. Police Public Relations Officer in Bayelsa State, Asinim Boswat, said that some unknown assailants detonated an object suspected to be dynamite in the compound of the Bayelsa Speaker, Komboe Benson, at the Korokoroswe community around 4 a.m. on Thursday. Boswat said no life was lost, but that the impact of the explosion damaged the doors, windows and glasses in the speaker's residence. He said a team of bomb experts from the police visited the scene of the blast to conduct investigation and that the police was intensifying efforts to arrest those behind it. Meanwhile, the Independent National Electoral Commission in Bayelsa has said that it has commenced distribution of sensitive election materials for Saturday's supplementary governorship poll in the state. The Commission's Public Affairs Officer in Bayelsa, Timidi Wariowe, said the Commission had received the election materials and that it would be distributed in the early hours of the election day. Wariowe said the Commission has resolved to use some of the ad hoc staff that participated in the December 5th governorship in the state. Now, the Bayelsa State Police Command says it has beefed up security with increased food, vehicular and waterways patrols, as well as intensive aerial surveillance in all nooks and crannies of the state. The announcement is part of the precautionary measures the police have decided to put in place ahead of the supplementary election in the southern Ijaw local government area of the state. Security agencies have been ordered to enforce the restriction of movements of boats fitted with 200 horsepower engine and above. Likewise, movement of persons, vehicles and tricycles will be restricted on election day in the entire state from 6 a.m. to 6 p.m. Only those on essential duties will be allowed to move. Nigeria's electoral body, the Independent National Electoral Commission, INEC, has announced that it would conduct 78 rerun elections in the country in 2016. The Commission made the announcement in its daily bulletin, stating that the rerun elections will hold across the country, depending on verdicts issued by the Court of Appeal. The bulletin revealed that 1 rerun election will be held in Adamawa State, while 7, including governorship election, will be conducted in Akwa Ibom State. One election each, would also be conducted in Anambra, Bayelsa, Benue, Kaduna, Nasarawa and Benue states, as well as 2 in Gombe State, while 4 elections will be conducted in Imo, 6 in Kogi, and 3 each in Plateau and Taraba states. The Lagos State government has defended its decision to demolish the Owonifari market at Oshodi, insisting that the traders were properly informed about the decision of the government. In a joint press briefing addressed by the State Ministries of Information and Strategy, the Environment Ministry, Physical Planning and Urban Development, Local Government and Chieftaincy Affairs, and the Office of Civic Engagement, the government said it gave the trader prior warning and had actually constructed an alternative market stall for the trader. However, traders have expressed their grievances at the government decision to destroy the market, accusing the government of destroying their goods without prior information.
This is the place I work. I have 2 shops here, and my goods are here. I lost about 1.3 million naira here, which I'm not happy. Since around 12 a.m. I've been here trying to know if I can be able to even pack my goods, but nothing. They didn't even allow us to even reach the gate. We are here. They say they gave us 2 weeks. The 2 weeks they gave us was just like a rumor, because we are not sure of what, because there's no even paper. They're supposed to paste on the wall. This will to depart from so play. Nothing like that. On the 31st, we saw a bulldozer here. Some policemen came, and we are like saying nothing is going to happen. They left, and when Commissioner of Police came here, he said that nothing is going to happen. That they will resolve everything. So we are surprised on the first in the night. So some people were about packing their goods here. Some policemen came, they fired tear gas and they caught some people, they put inside in Black Maria here. Since then, they sealed this place. They said our environment is dirty. They sealed it. They didn't even allow people to go and pack their goods. We are begging them to let's pack our goods. They refuse. Now, everything I have is in the shop. I could not even bring out any pin. Now, how am I going to be feeding my parents, my younger ones? How am I going to start? I think tomorrow night, if they see me with gun, they will say I'm a robber. Where I know I feed, they have destroyed it. This government, they say they want to create job. Where people are working, they are destroying place where people are working. How are they going to create job? Can they create job for more than 10,000 people that are feeding here every day? What are we going to do?
We're talking about change in Nigeria and possibly change in Lagos State. But this is not what we all expect as a normal citizen, as a normal Lagosian, because this is a market whereby the poor men, this is where they get every of their needs. But what we can see here now is all about wastage in a poor man's life. And if the governor of Lagos State, I'm sorry for saying this, if the governor of Lagos State, if he has a mind to accommodate people, I think he shouldn't have done this at the first month of the year.
We just made this from, 2 weeks notice before the Christmas festive. The government gave us notice that they will quit us here. So the date is not yet completed. You understand me? So on 31st,
well, I should say that the government has defended its decision. It said it gave those traders prior notice, and it has also denied the claim by the traders that some of their goods were actually destroyed while the market was being demolished. Now, the Kaduna State Command of the Nigerian Security and Civil Defense Corps says it arrested 14 suspected pipeline vandals in 2015. Commandant of the Corps in the state, Modu Bunu, said that 6 of the suspects had been convicted. Bunu also said that prosecution of 2 of the suspects was ongoing while the cases of the others were still being investigated. He said that the command received 126 complaints from the public and resolved 92 of them during the period. We'll take a short break here, and News Now will be back shortly.
Hello, you're welcome. You're watching the Funny White Man Show, which is the biggest, the brightest, and the most entertaining show in Africa.
Funny white man, funny white man, funny white man, but this is where you talk, it's too much. Give me 5,000 man, that's you. It's too much. So you get it like, when she move along the street, yeah, me should like there, I'm going girl, my own people, actually. Yeah, fine, it's fun, I enjoy it. And I'm one of those very few, I'm forever taking it personal. I will say 160 million Nigerians are corrupt. How? I brother, I'm looking for you.
Yeah, but it's a growth, and this is the time to build business and know the pitfalls and know what to do and what not to do. But there are months where you get business and months.
You know how we do, how we train. We did the way you did.
Hello, you're welcome. You're watching Trending Matters on the Funny White Man Show. Of course, where we bring you trending issues just to entertain and tickle your fancy.
Welcome back. MTN Nigeria has confirmed its acquisition of Visaphone, the only surviving code division multiple access CDMA network in Nigeria's telecommunications industry. MTN's executive Aminau Yagbola said the acquisition of Visaphone was in line with a continued commitment by MTN to improve the quality of broadband services for its subscribers. She said the acquisition, which sought to leverage resources for service enhancement, was also reflective of the company's concerted efforts to deepen the growth and rollout of broadband services across the country. According to her, the acquisition of the CDMA network was in support of the National Broadband Plan for the benefit of Nigerians. Now, oil prices rose modestly on Friday, still within reach of 11.5-year lows, boosted, of course, by a recovery in Chinese shares, but persistent global oversupply and a bleak demand outlook capped gains. Brent rose 52 cents to $34.32 a barrel. U.S. West Texas Intermediate was up 42 cents at $33.73 a barrel. Chinese stocks rose on Friday as the yuan currency firmed in early trade after the People's Bank of China strengthened its official rate for the first time in 9 trading days. The options market is showing there are concerns oil prices can fall further. Some investors are protecting themselves by acquiring put options, giving them the right to sell at $25 a barrel, anticipating that Brent will fall below that. Belgian prosecutors have found what they believe may have been a Brussels apartment where one of the Paris jihadists hid after the 13 November attacks. Police found traces of explosives and a fingerprint of fugitive Salah Abdesalam in an apartment in the Schaerbeek district. The apartment had been rented in a false name that might have been used by a person already in custody. The Belgian Federal Prosecutor's Office said that traces of the explosive TATP and 3 handmade bells that might have been used to transport explosives were found in the raid on December the 10th in Rue Barge. Police are still searching for Abdesalam, who they believe took part in the attacks, before contacting friends in Belgium to drive him back over the border to Brussels. To sports now, Barcelona icon Lionel Messi has been voted into the 2015 UEFA Team of the Year alongside teammates Dani Alves, Gerard Piqué, Andres Iniesta and Neymar. The Argentine ace polled the most votes, accumulating a total of 448,445 votes, ahead of arch-rival Cristiano Ronaldo, who polled a total of 260,811 votes. Ronaldo's Colombian teammate James Rodriguez was also voted into the team alongside his captain Sergio Ramos. Meanwhile, Bayern Munich's goalkeeper Manuel Neuer was also selected in the team alongside teammate David Alaba and, of course, Juventus midfielder Paul Pogba. The UEFA Team of the Year was selected by fans from all over the world who cast their votes by selecting their best 11 players of 2015. Gabonese international Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang has won the 2015 African Footballer of the Year award after he saw off competition from 4-time winner Yaya Touré and Ghanaian international Andre Ayew. The Borussia Dortmund forward scored the highest number of votes with a total of 143 points, 7 points ahead of Ivorian international Touré, who gathered 136 points, while Ayew polled 112 points. Meanwhile, Nigerian teen sensation Victor Osimhen capped an impressive 2015 by claiming the Youth Player of the Year award, while Nigeria's hero at the 2015 CAF Under-23 African Cup of Nations, Etebo Egenekaro, won the Most Promising Talent of the Year award. Congratulations to all the winners. Barcelona's Luis Suarez has been given a 2-game ban after being reported by a referee for inciting opposing players. The charge relates to an incident following the 4-1 victory over Espanyol in the Copa del Rey on Wednesday. However, Barcelona has confirmed that they will appeal Luis Suarez's 2-game Copa del Rey suspension after the Eurogans' alleged involvement in a tunnel bust-up with Espanyol players. Barcelona has said the player did not use the offensive words which have been attributed to him in the referee's report of the match. Always a troublemaker, never getting out of trouble, Luis Suarez. That's it in news now. Thank you very much for watching. Continue to stay tuned to TV360.